Hi, and welcome to the University of Washington. I'm UW President Michael Young.
Hi, I'm UW men's basketball coach Lorenzo Romar.
Due to budget cuts, we were told that this video is likely to be used across the university in several settings for several years, and therefore needs to be versatile.
Without further ado, we'd like to welcome you to the
orientation video
for the University of Washington, academic year
2014.
That's right, Coach. So just like the #1 movie so far this year,
X-Men Days of Future Past.
sit back and enjoy.
College is awesome. UW is more awesome. While awesome, it also has some ups and downs.
Over the course of college, you're going to see a lot of statistics about a lot of things.
Some of them will even be real.
We're going to describe to you some research that suggests what college students might experience over the course of the year that could impact their academic success.
Hello? We are having a class in here. We get it.
Okay.
And we're here to give you some tips on how to handle these situations and the offices that are on campus to help.
So here, in no particular order, are the top health and wellness issues in college.
Hey, that's my sweatshirt. Hey, that's my peanut butter.
About 6% of students said roommate difficulties affected their academic performance. Not every roommate match is a good one. Even if you have a good match, maybe you've never lived with someone before. If you live on campus and you're having troubles, talk to your RA or your RD. Greek houses are also an option. Check out IFC in Panhellenic.
In the real world, I'm Jason Kilmer, the Assistant Director of Health and Wellness for Alcohol and Other Drug Education. If you came to the University of Washington as someone who doesn't drink, you're not alone. A recent survey of UW undergrads shows that 29% of students typically don't drink. So, if you're a lifelong abstainer, a student in recovery, or on any given night choose to not drink, we hope you feel supported in the decision to not drink and know that many other students are making the same choice as you are. If you make the choice to drink, be sure to keep track of number of standard drinks, not number of containers. A standard drink is anything that contains a ½ ounce of ethyl alcohol. So, 12 ounces of beer, 4 ounces of wine, and 1 1/4 ounces of 80 proof hard alcohol, essentially a measured shot. That means that a 16-ounce big red cup full of beer is actually 1 1/3 standard drinks. A mixed drink with 3 shots in it, 3 standard drinks. A cup of the mystery punch in the corner, who knows what you're getting? If you make the choice to drink, keep track of number of standard drinks, not number of containers, and think critically about what counts as one drink. Remember, if you're under 21, it's illegal to drink. And if there's ever a time that you're concerned about someone's safety, you can and should call 911 for help. Regardless of the substance involved, the state of Washington has a 911 Good Samaritan law that protects the caller and the person they're calling about from things like an MIP or any other possession charges.
You've likely heard about the big legal changes happening in Washington related to marijuana use and possession. Keep in mind that marijuana possession and use remains illegal for those under 21 years of age, and use in any public place or anywhere on campus is prohibited.
Those 3 brick monoliths in Red Square? No, not that. Those. Know what they're there for? One's there for ventilation, the other 2 are decorative. That means one actually does something, 2 are just there for show.
You may feel this way about some of your classes, that 1 actually does something and 2 are there for show. At the end of the quarter, though, hopefully you'll see that they all provide you with something as long as you're open to it.
In the real world, my name is Melissa Tumis, and I'm the specialist with SARIS, the Sexual Assault and Relationship Violence Information Service. 32% of college students identified intimate relationships as traumatic or difficult to handle. Meeting new people is an amazing part of your college experience, yet figuring out the ups and downs of those relationships can also be stressful. While many students are in healthy and loving relationships in college, some are in relationships that are physically or emotionally abusive. In a recent study with UW students, 27% of students identified being in an emotionally abusive relationship with a dating partner. 14% were in a physically abusive relationship, and 8% were in a sexually abusive relationship. If you have a friend you're concerned about or need help yourself, there are many places on campus to help. SARIS, the Counseling Center, Hall Health, just to name a few. Talk with someone you trust and realize that you don't have to go through this alone.
I got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is
The part where we talk about money.
34% of college students said that finances are traumatic or difficult to handle. Talk to the financial aid office to make sure that your aid package is meeting your needs. The Career Center also has a list of part-time jobs and internships.
You are at a school with an awesome fight song, albeit one with some pretty big words in it. Time to memorize the phrase, it's harder to push them over the line than past the Dardanelles. What's a Dardanelle? It's a type of pasta. Wrong! The Dardanelles are a straitened turkey, right here, and they really are part of the words of the song Bow Down to Washington. Memorize them and sing them with pride on game day.
If you've come to college thinking that everyone's having sex, the data actually tell a different story. 74% of college students either didn't have sex or had one sexual partner in the last year. The point is, we just want you to make the safest and best choice for you and your partner, and that there's no pressure to live up to some sort of college standard.
Although some of these issues might come up at the holidays, finals, or when the weather gets gray and rainy, anxiety and depression are common issues that could lead to a classmate or you having a tough time. The good news, UW has lots of services to provide support. The Counseling Center in Schmitz Hall and Hall Health Mental Health provide confidential counseling sessions. Confidential means your parents, your professor, no one knows if you made that appointment or even went to that appointment. It provides a safe space for you to talk about what might be bothering you, even if you can't put a finger on it. If you're not yet ready for counseling, know that getting outside and getting exercise might help boost your mood. Consider taking a class at the IMA, both for your mood and your health.
A more serious concern related to emotional health is suicide. Research shows that most students turn to a friend for support. That means that understanding the warning signs and acting quickly to get help is crucial in suicide prevention. Warning signs of suicide vary, but could include hopelessness, feeling like there's no way out, withdrawing from friends and family, expressing no reason for living or no sense of purpose in life, or prior suicide attempts. While you shouldn't take on too much yourself, you can help by offering support and encouraging your friend to reach out to other resources like counseling. Never ignore comments about suicide, and call 911 if they're threatening to attempt suicide, or 685-SAFE, Safe Campus, if you're not sure what to do and want to consult.
There's a big statue of George Washington on the way from Schmitz Hall to Red Square. There's a food court by that statue. That food court is named By George, because it's right by the statue of George Washington. Get it? By George?
%48% of students said they felt exhausted at least once in the last 2 weeks. Take care of yourself. Build sleep into your daily schedule. Try to get the same number of hours of sleep each night, and watch your caffeine intake at night. A lot of students find that when they study in their bed, they get tired, fall asleep, and can't get their work done. If they power through, they unfortunately start to associate their bed with worrying and stress, and find that they can't turn their mind off at night. To avoid this association, study away from your bed and find an environment that's most conducive to getting your work done.
In a national survey of college students, 22% said they felt lonely at least once in the past 2 weeks. If you're feeling lonely or homesick, this is normal, and other people probably feel this way too. Start by reaching out. See if people want to hang out, go study together, do laundry. That's disgusting. If you're looking to get involved, go to the Hub and check out the over 700 student organizations we have here at UW.
What? A test worth half my grade? What?
Academics were identified as the most traumatic or difficult to handle issue by U.S. college students last year. If you're new to the quarter system, the whole 10-week setup can seem overwhelming. Pace yourself. If you need help with studying, UW has so many resources to help you. Whether it's the Writing Center, Clue? No, not that clue, our clue. Thank you. Or departmental study groups.
In a recent survey of UW college students, 18% said they had experienced unwanted sexual touching, 10% felt coerced into having sex, and 4% had unwanted sex since coming to UW. Most of these experiences happen between people who know each other and not strangers. An important part of preventing harm to others and enjoying your sexual experience is to understand consent. Consent is when each person gives permission for sex. You can say yes or no at any point, even if you said yes to the person before, and even if you're in the middle of sex. Consent is an ongoing process of communication. You cannot give consent if you're too drunk, coerced, or forced, and silence doesn't equal consent. Your partner can say yes or no at any time. Dating someone doesn't mean you automatically have consent, and if there's any question that they're not consenting, stop what you're doing and check in.
If you want to get involved, join the Peer Health Educators, a program in health and wellness where students are trained to facilitate presentations on sex, consent, alcohol, mental health, and other topics for FIGs, classes, Greek chapters, student organizations, and many more. Also, you can get involved in Green Dot, the movement on campus that aims to prevent sexual assault, relationship violence, harassment, and other types of violence at UW. Green Dot holds trainings each quarter where we teach students the skills to intervene in situations that could potentially lead to violence. No one has to do everything, but everyone has to do something.
If you feel sick, go to Hall Health. 16% of students say that having a cold, the flu, or a sore throat interfered with their academic success. That's the fourth most mentioned impact out of all things that it can affect academic success. Even if you don't have insurance, Hall Health gives you one free visit per quarter, which is great. If you do have insurance, Hall Health will bill that or bill your family's insurance. Bow Down to Washington also has the phrase, "Our leather lungs together with a rah, rah, rah." If you think you have leather lungs, go to Hall Health immediately.
Why is it called Red Square?
Because the bricks are red.
Yeah, they're actually brown.
Why is it called the Quad?
Because of the four main buildings surrounding it. 4, quad, get it?
Yeah, there are actually 7 buildings.
Why is it called Rainier Vista?
Because it's the best viewpoint to see Mount Rainier.
Yeah, but it's only visible 5 days a year. We both work in health and wellness. You should always feel free to come to Health and Wellness if we can help you navigate the support and services available to you.
We are located in Elm Hall on West Campus and have 5 main programs: the Suicide Intervention Program, Alcohol and Other Drug Education, the Student Care Program, SARIS, the Sexual Assault and Relationship Violence Information Service, and the Peer Health Educators.
You are at an amazing school and will have incredible opportunities during your years at UW.
Look out for yourself, look out for one another, and know there are a lot of resources on campus should you need them.
UW's a big place and we'll help you find your way.
Start wearing purple for me now. All your sanity and wits, they will all vanish, I promise. It's just a matter of time. So yeah, start wearing purple.
You ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. Let's roll.